Welcome to our lesson on unit price and better buy. This is lesson 4 and it's our guided notes. So here are our objectives. I can calculate the unit price of an item. I can compare the unit price of 2 or more items and decide which is the better or best buy. So let's get started with our notes. A unit price describes the price or cost for one item, such as a pound, pint, ounce, box, candy bar, etc. Since we'll be working with money, we need to recall how to round money correctly. We're going to use the what the heck method to help us. And this can help us because the whole number are the dollars, there's a decimal in money, the tenth is dimes, and the hundredth is pennies. So we can think of what the heck or dollars, dimes, and pennies as we round for money. So if you didn't watch the previous video, here's how what the heck works. We're going to put a W for whole number or what underneath the 20, the dot for the decimal, T for the, which means the tenth, and H for heck, which means the hundredth. So we're going to round this number. We're going to cut it off after the what the heck. The digit that's left, the 1, is known as the bossy number, and it tells the digit in front of it, which is 7 in this case, what to do. If the bossy digit is 4 or less, it gives the digit in front of it a rest, meaning it stays. And if the bossy digit is 5 or more, then it raises the score, which means this digit 7 should go up 1. So since this is 4 or less, we're going to give this a rest, which means money-wise, this would be $20.37. So we're going to write that. So it stays. So let's try that again. We're going to use what for the whole number, dot the heck. And we're going to cut this off, which is dollars, dimes, and pennies. We only want to look at this bossy number. This 5 is going to tell this 2 what to do. We don't care about these other digits. It's just the bossy number's job to tell the others what to do. Since the bossy number is 5, then it tells the next digit, 2, the digit in front of it, that it must raise up. So our answer is $6.23. So let's continue with 2 more special cases. This next number, we have what the heck, which means we chop the number or cut it off there. So you're going to notice this is a 9, and this number that it bosses around to go up would be, the next digit would be 10. We can't squeeze 2 digits in there, so it creates what I'm going to call a domino effect. So if we think about that, if we just look what's in the box, our choices are either $0.79 or $0, and next penny up would be 80 cents, and that's exactly what happens. This 9 tells this 9 to go up, which then creates one more digit, which makes the next digit go up. So this should be 80 cents. Sometimes that happens if we have a 9 at the end of where we're rounding. The next one, you're going to notice we have dollars, dimes, and pennies, or what the heck. And you're going to notice that we don't have anything in the hundreds column or the pennies column. When that happens, we're not actually rounding. We're going to attach a 0, which will not change the value. So this will be $4.80. That also occurs at different times. So now let's start with the business of finding the unit price. When we're asked to find the unit price, we always use the price that is given as the first or top number, even if it's given second in the description. Like unit rate, we can use 2 methods, proportion or shortcut. And I'm going to encourage you to use shortcut, but we'll show the proportion method one more time. So we're going to use the following example to demonstrate that. Now remember, if they ask us to find the unit price, the money always goes on top, even if it's given in a different order. So it looks like this next tells us that we have a dozen eggs. So we have to know that that means we have 12 eggs, and they cost $2.60. And they want to know what the cost per egg is. So they're asking us for the unit price. So we're going to start this with a proportion method, and they tell us $2.60. Now they've listed it second, but again, price has to go on top. So this is $2.60, and we're talking about eggs. So we have cost, and we have eggs, and we don't know the cost per egg. We're being asked what the cost is, but because they said the word per egg, that means one egg. So we're trying to find the cost for one egg. This is the proportion method. Then we would cross multiply. I would take 12 times x. We drop down the equal sign, and then $2.60 times 1, which would be $2.60. Now we're done cross multiplying, and now comes our solving. So we're going to drop our wall. We're going to look at the side that has the x. 12 and x next to each other means we're multiplying. So we have to do the opposite, which is dividing by 12 on both sides. So I'd like you to pause and use your calculator. Make sure that you put $2.60 or 2.6 in your calculator first. This bar also means division, and then 12. And we came up with a very lovely answer of x equals 0.216, and it's actually 6 repeating. You're going to notice your calculator has a 7 at the end, but that actually means that it's repeating it just rounded at the end of the calculator. So we could just continue these 6's if you wanted to write exactly what's in the calculator. Here's what we have to do. We have to use what dot the heck. So the cost per egg is either going to be 21 cents per egg or 22 cents per egg. So this number is a bossy number, which tells us one to rise up. So the cost per egg is 22 cents per egg. So that was the proportion method. And as mentioned when we did unit rate, there's a much more direct way to do this. You're going to notice that when we started, we had $2.60 over 12 eggs. And then we saw that again when we were trying to solve. So we can just cut right to the chase and go directly there. We can look at this $2.60 divided by 12 eggs. So in this case, we're going to set it up as a ratio, but we're going to acknowledge that we can use this as a division bar. So we would take in our calculator, always top number first, $2.60 divided by 12. And we're going to come up with exactly the same answer. And as mentioned before, we're still going to have to round. We would still use what dot the heck, and because this is exactly the same answer, we now know that our answer is 22 cents. So again, the only bad thing, or not bad thing, but the only pitfall of using the shortcut method, if we really want to go back up to our labels and realize what we found is money. We're finding how much of the top quantity, in this case it's money, for one of the bottom. So we're finding 22 cents per egg. So we want to make that very clear in our answer what we found. Okay, let's go on to the next example. For this example, I'm going to go directly to the shortcut. So Raisha bought 2 t-shirts for $27.89. To the nearest cent, how much did it cost for each t-shirt? So they've given us the information, again, what I'm going to call is backwards. They've told us 2 t-shirts for $27.89. So we have to remember that cost, when we're finding unit price, we start with the money first. So I'm going to take $27.89, and that's for 2 t-shirts. So I'm just going to write 2 shirts. So if you recall in our previous example, this ratio bar also means division. So the shortcut way is to take $27.89 divided by 2. So pause this video and start it up again once you found the answer. And hopefully we all have 13.945. So we're not quite done because we need to round to the nearest cent. So we're going to use what dot the heck. What dot the heck. So I'm going to chop this number off here. The bossy number tells the 4 to go up. So we have, this is money again, $13.95 for each shirt. The question asked for each t-shirt. So we want to make sure that we label our answer and make it very clear what we found. Okay, let's move forward. Our second goal is to find the better buy. We can also use unit price to find the best buy or the better buy. We do this by finding the unit price for all of the items listed. The item with the least, our smallest unit price, is considered a better buy. So better buy doesn't mean the most expensive thing, it actually means the least expensive. So let's see what they've given us. They mention a box of Kellogg Corn Flakes is $2.09 for 12 ounces. A box of Wegmans Corn Flakes is $3.09 for 20 ounces. Assuming both brands taste equally good, which is a better buy and why? So I'm going to start off with Kellogg's, and we'll write Kellogg's. I'm going to go the shortcut way by taking the money and dividing it by the ounces. So pause and do that on your calculator, please. So when we divide $2.09 by 12, this is the answer that we get. So we're going to look at dollars, dimes, and pennies, or what dot the heck. And this is either going to be 17 cents or 18 cents. This bossy number of 4 tells this 7 to stay. So it is 17 cents per ounce for Kellogg's. So now we're going to try Wegmans brand. So we're going to start with Wegmans. And the cost is $3.09 for 20 ounces. So pause again and take $3.09 divided by 20. So we should have come up with 0.1545. So again, we're going to do dollars, dimes, and pennies, or what dot the heck. This 4 is a bossy number, and it tells this 5 to stay. So that means Wegmans brand is 15 cents per ounce. So now let's answer which one's the better buy. The better buy in this case is Wegmans brand. And because at 15 cents per ounce, it is less than Kellogg's brand at 17 cents per ounce. So in this statement, not only have we stated which one is the better buy, which is Wegmans, we've also stated what the amount per ounce is for each, so your reader can make that comparison. Thanks so much for listening, and tomorrow you'll try this on your own. Thank you for taking good notes.